Alright, what's up everyone, Dagrin here, and yeah, we're going to talk about the orange softlock again. So last time I talked about this particular sort of softlock, it kind of was long-winded. It was like a 30-minute long video, and actually it was more than that. And a lot of the details I kind of went into probably didn't need to be covered. So we're going to kind of condense it down into just a few minutes worth of discussion. So let's begin. First thing I want you all to pay attention to is the stage itself right now. Not my character, not anything like that. Look at how the stage right now is moving. You'll notice it is bobbing up and down. This is what we call oscillation. That's what oscillation basically is. Now, this oscillation is actually very important, and we'll go into why it is in a moment. But first, how the oscillation works here is it works on cycles. And how the cycles work is that it takes the highest point of the oscillation cycle, and then it's going to lower itself down, and then it's going to move itself back up, like so. And when it hits that uppermost point, which is a few frames off from where I've paused it here, that is what signifies the end of one single oscillation cycle. Why is this important? Because if this oscillation cycle does not finish, if an oscillation cycle is not allowed to complete itself by the end of this level, when you initiate Smash Daisaku, the airship's going to get glitched out. You're going to get hit with the soft lock. That's how the orange soft lock occurs. That's how it's caused. And what I mean by the very end of the level or the initiation of Smash Daisaku, I am talking about this frame right here. You'll notice the helicopter's like right dead smack dab in the middle. You can tell that Smash Daisaku there to the left, or not the right, not the left, the right. And if you want to know who Smash Daisaku is, it's the M. Bison knockoff. He is striking that angry pose where he's gritting his teeth, shaking his right fist in anger, even though you can't really tell with that helicopter blocking the way there, or blocking the view there. You can tell he's doing the angry pose because when you approach him, when he's like coming onto the screen, he's doing a different sort of pose as opposed to the angry pose. Like he's doing the laughing pose, I think. So that's how you know that he actually changes his posture when the cutscene actually initiates. And that very first frame he initiates the angry pose, that oscillation cycle needs to be finished by that point. This very frame here, if this oscillation cycle is not finished, if an oscillation cycle is in motion and does not complete itself by the time this single frame you see in front right here happens, the airship glitches out, and that's what causes the soft lock. That is why the oscillation cycle is extremely important. And sometimes you will probably notice the spot in the bottom left will twitch a little bit, like it twitches and looks a little glitchy from time to time. That's because it's trying to force the completion of the oscillation cycle, but in the end, it doesn't complete itself. It just glitches out, and that's what goes on in the bottom left corner there. So that's kind of the gist of the oscillation cycles and, how it contributes to the orange softlock, where the oscillation cycle kind of needs to finish. So that explains the orange softlock in a nutshell. But how to avoid this is kind of pretty simple. And I'm going to leave that for another part, so stay tuned for that.